In this video, I want to share you my 4 autumn essentials. In autumn, you know, the weather changes, it gets a bit colder, the days shorten, the colors are more grounding. A lot of things happen in autumn and we need to adapt our wardrobe. So in this video, I just want to share some of my autumn essentials that I never go without. And frankly, what I'm about to share is probably not what you usually see in trending videos because I don't really follow trends, even though it's still important not to be completely outdated. But I like to do things my way and not follow what everyone else does. I especially like sharing what I experiment myself and my own conclusions. So before we begin, I've created something special for you. It's my 21 days of cozy autumn elegance guide. This is a collection of simple daily rituals to help you slow down and bring more beauty and intention into your everyday life this season. Each day gives you one simple ritual for your home, your wardrobe, and your mindset to feel more grounded and radiant. You can download it for free. The link is just below in the description. So, the first element I can think of when it's autumn, it's boots. It's the time of the year when after a whole summer period without them, I really enjoy putting them back on again. In autumn, it feels like it's been a long time without them, and it feels like renewing my wardrobe again. I personally, enjoy high leather boots. You can wear them in so many ways. They give you an uplift to all your outfits. You can wear them with simple jeans, and the blue and the brown go very well together. I made a special video, by the way, about matching colors. If you want to know more about that, I'll put the link in the description. So, in the countryside, when it's damp and fresh, high boots give some, Ralph Lauren style to your outfit. A countryside look, but still elegant and full of style. You can easily wear boots with slim pants, whatever the color. It really gives you this countryside spirit, horse spirit, especially with brown boots, but you can have them in any other color too. Beige, black, or even burgundy red is beautiful. The high boots give verticality. It lengthens your legs and gives them structure. They also are very comfortable when walking in nature, so you don't get your calves hurt by, bush thorns. High boots can also go very well with a short skirt or a short dress. If you like to wear short skirts and dresses, high boots elongate your legs and can make yourself feel more comfortable if you don't want to show all your legs. I know that, there are many mature women watching my content here, and we are not in our 20s or 30s anymore. So wearing a short dress or skirt can feel a bit intimidating for some of us. But matching them with a high pair of boots is a really good solution for this. It covers our legs a bit, and you can even find a higher boot over the knee, which has a lot of style. The challenge here is to find a way for your outfit to be elegant and of good taste. For that, we really need to be careful with the harmony, the colors, and the proportions of each piece. So if you're wearing skirts and dresses, I would recommend boots that have some kind of refinement so that you can wear them in more city-like situations. And if you like lower ankle boots, this can be possible, but I personally find it less harmonious, but this is really a matter of personal taste. You see, there's something about the proportion of the outfit with the low ankle boots that I find is a bit unbalanced. So it's really my preference, right? The leg sort of sticks out of the boot and the eye is therefore stopped. Your eye should normally flow with ease from top to bottom. And here it creates a stop, a void. There's a horizontal cut in the dynamic of the overall outfit at the ankle. The eye has then to hop upwards. And I personally think that those ankle boots are better with pants or long skirts. You may of course disagree with me, but if I show you examples side by side like these, I feel that there is a length of boots that I find more elegant than the other. You can also have high heel boots, which are quite good looking and a bit more elegant, of course. Now, these are not to wear in the countryside where your heel is going to sink into the mud, right? These can be great in the city for everyday looks or working looks too. Personally, I'm not a fan of very thin heels while you are having a full high boot. It seems that it doesn't go well together in terms of proportions. The boots are heavy in a way that they have some quite some leather from your feet up to your knees, and they cover a part of your leg. And so having extremely thin heels on boots can be a bit tricky in terms of harmony and taste. We have to be careful not to fall into something that could be a bit vulgar sometimes. I just think it's a matter of proportions, because you still can have some kind of thin heel, but in a very harmonious proportion with the size and the form of your boot. I know this sounds very subtle, but true elegance is about fine-tuning and being careful about the details that can make your outfit stand out or really not be so good on you. So in the same train of thought about finding nice harmonious proportion in your boots, you may also want to avoid very thick soles. You can have thick heels because this is part of the boots design, right? And still be very, very elegant, but you have to be careful with the thick soles. Again, this is a matter of balance. When it gets cold, thick soles are very useful to be isolated from the cold ground, yeah, of course. But if you want to keep it elegant, you have to be careful and choose boots that have a certain harmony. Remember, elegance is a dynamic. So when you have very thick soles, the dynamic is heavy and not very feminine. So we've got to be careful about that. So now enough with boots. Let's come to my number 2 here. Corduroy fabric. In autumn, you want the fabrics of your clothes to be a bit thicker and soft. A fabric that I like very much for a casual everyday look is corduroy. And it is great for pants, skirts, jackets. The lines of corduroy can be very thin or quite thick. The thicker the lines, give more personality and character to your outfit, but the thin lines are very soft and elegant too. I recently bought 2 pair of pants made of corduroy fabric. One is camel brown and the other more chocolate brown. You can see the difference of thickness in the lines. You see these are thick and these are a bit thinner. And these 2 pants are very casual. They have the cut of a pair of jeans, except that they are in corduroy fabric. These are great to go out for a walk in nature, for example. You can go outside in nature without putting your sweatpants on each time. And so you can take walks in nature in great simple style with corduroy pants, for example. You can also find pants that have a more elevated look for a more elegant outfit. Pleated trousers with corduroy fabric is an elegant outfit to put on at work, or going to see your best friend, or just wanting to feel a bit more put together in your everyday look. Corduroy is also very good looking for skirts, short or long, by the way. All of the autumn tones will be very elegant, from beige to warm brown and dark brown. Try also the greens and the burgundy red ones too. Adding a nice simple top or sweater makes your outfit cozy and really in sync with the season. And add your boots and you are ready to go. I would probably avoid the whole dress in corduroy, as the fabric can be a bit thick, but here again it all depends on the dress you have found. But if you want a full outfit with corduroy, you can have the jacket matching the pants or skirt, for example. You can style that with great scarves and jewels. But just wearing a nice corduroy jacket with a pair of jeans elevates your outfit immediately. Add the boots and you're good to go for your countryside walk. If the weather is not too cold, you can in fact have your corduroy jacket instead of a heavy coat and carry a scarf for comfort and warmth. So you got it, corduroy is for me a great pick this autumn. Now a third point here, let's be practical when it's cold and when you don't want to have 2 sweaters on. You know, in France we don't overheat our homes, so it's very rare that we go around with short sleeves inside. So if you're a bit cold but you don't want too many layers and you want your nice shirt to be seen, then here's what I do. I wear a long sleeve undershirt made of pure silk and wool. When the weather is still not too cold, I have it just in pure cotton, but when it gets colder, I put on the silk and wool undershirts. I generally cut them at the collar line here so that they stay invisible, but really this is a game changer for those who like to be warm and cozy. I also have some undershirts that have short sleeves or no sleeves at all. It all depends on what I wear. So this is one of my autumn essentials that I carry throughout winter. And now my last point, since we're talking about being warm and comfortable in autumn, I welcome tights again almost every day. Going about with bare legs when it's cold isn't really comfortable nor elegant. So there are many sorts of tights, the transparent, colored, the thick ones, and here are my suggestions. Especially at the beginning of autumn, when the light is still there, I avoid dark tights. I don't want to dive directly into the darkness of winter when autumn is just, sprouting with all its wonderful colors. So I wear invisible tights. It makes your outfit stand out without having your legs darkened by brown, black, or navy blue tights. Also, as a general rule, invisible tights are the ones you may want to wear when you're going to a quite elegant occasion. I find that neutral, transparent tights are the best option to put forth when you have a nice, elegant, sophisticated outfit. I keep the darker tights when we are well into autumn, when the days are clearly shorter. So let's talk a little bit about black tights, because there is a tap with black tights. You really have to choose them carefully when you buy them and also when you match them with your outfit of the day. You have to make sure that the black of your tights matches the black of your other items. Otherwise, one of your blacks is going to look a little bit more gray and the overall look will lose its elegance. Also, black tights can look too severe. I personally wear dark brown if I want a dark pair of tights because black isn't a color that fits me very well. In fact, it generally drains me when I wear black, so most of the time I avoid black. If you're wearing warm tones, a black tight may not be the best choice because it has this hardness that may not resonate with the autumn warm tones also. So you have to be careful wearing black tights. And as you can see, I'm only talking about the classic neutral tights. I don't feel like that, the red tights are really elegant or that tights with special patterns are great. There are, of course, some exceptions to this, but I find that it's quite subtle to succeed in having a great outfit with patterns in your tights. The patterns would need to be really outstanding or very discreet if you want your outfit to be possible today without being too outdated, out of style, or too original. But again, what matters most is not what I say, but what makes you happy. I'm just sharing my preferences here. So these are my 4 autumn essentials that make this season so comforting and elegant. What I love most about them is that they're not just about fashion, they're about feeling at home with yourself through the changing seasons. I'd love to hear from you. What are your autumn essentials? What do you never go without when the air, turns crisp? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget, you can download my 21 Days of Cozy Autumn Elegance Guide using the link in the description. And it's full of little daily rituals to help you bring more beauty, calm, and warmth into your days. Thank you for spending this cozy autumn moment with me, and I'll see you in the next video.